Yeah, so Satyam Theatre, I'm watching Manam.
Okay.
And at the end, there comes this guy.
Yeah.
And he takes off his helmet.
Comes his boy.
Comes his boy.
Boy, not even a guy.
And takes off the guy. And I remember the entire audience screaming. Because it was like, I think they probably guessed or maybe news had gotten around. I didn't know.
Yeah.
In fact, I didn't even know who it was because I didn't know what you
we
looked
had
like.
blatantly denied it actually during the
Okay.
promotions. My father had blatantly denied it.
Okay.
Just for the sake of the kick in the theatre.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
So we'll not count that because that is not technically your.
You can't.
Yeah.
I cannot take any credit from that.
Right. But just as an anecdotal thing,
Yeah.
what was it like being in that last family movie?
Sir, this is one of the most told stories by me because of the sheer, I'll tell you. Now, I was called when my grandfather was diagnosed. I was called by my father. I'm not going to make this a story about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it fun. This is a fun fact for me, actually. My father called me and he said, come back. I was in the US. I was abroad. I was in acting school. And he said, you better come back. There's not much time left. And immediately packed bags, came back. And Manam was on the go, almost pretty much done filming. And he had started dubbing and he was... I remember walking in the first time I saw him, he was at his home, in his bedroom where he usually is. But this time on a hospital bed with his dubbing setup, and he was sitting back and just about finding it in him to finish the dub. And I was just like, okay, reality hit me. And then I was told, listen, by chance, not planned. It was never planned. Vikram Kumar had called my father and said, I'm not able to crack the ending. We need Akhil. And my father said, what do you mean we need Akhil? Where is he coming in? How is he in the story? He's like, no, I'm seriously. Mr. Nagarjuna is able to chase Chaitanya in the car. Mr. Nageshwara is not able to chase. How is he going to chase? He's an elderly man and it's very clear, his age is evident on screen. He's not able to chase, I'm not able to find a logical, and some random person is not binding the story for some reason. And my father said, this is some God-sent opportunity for you. You will never be able to share the screen. And I was 19, so I was scared. I wasn't ready. Not to be put in frame with these three actors for sure, let alone my grandfather.
Yeah.
So I was spooked, but he said, you'll never get this chance again. And just out of that emotion, I said, whatever, let's do it. I got down from the car, went to shot, and then we see my grandfather's Innova coming in. He gets down, and all of our hearts melted because this was the last shot we needed because it was with me. And he was not able to walk. We carried him literally, put him in a chair. And then when Vikram said action, it was like someone possessed him again. Suddenly he had this energy and he was like, boom, 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 his dialogue delivery, everything. And I'm like, my God, this man, he's not hungry. He's like a dinosaur. He has a dinosaur's appetite for acting. And then this is not where it gets more interesting. It's like, at this point, I'm just in awe of seeing him because after the cut is called, he's almost falling. And it's daylight, it's hot, whatever. And then suddenly, my grandfather bends over to me. And in that scene, I'm bending slightly over him and shaking my father's hand in the scene. And I'm cutting his light. And he told me, don't cut my light. I'm like, he's 90 years old, diagnosed with 3rd, 4th stage cancer. And he's worried about his grandson cutting his light. How much respect does he have for his craft?
Yeah.
How much hunger and presence of mind does he have in that moment, in that scene? And I was just like, there are very few people who would have been that passionate and that hungry, and we can probably dream of being even 10% of that.
So when you